All right, so Jennifer Lopez is once again making headlines, but it is not in a positive light.
Yeah, they came to Ben Affleck and they said, your wife's on these tapes.
And he had a sex tape on J-Lo.
Jennifer Lopez has multiple things.
We knew then that there was a nice tape out there on J-Lo.
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
J-Lo says the chaos around Diddy brought stress, scrutiny, and drama that she didn't expect.
Explicit photos of J-Lo and Diddy have just leaked onto the internet. There are many screenshots.
It is confirmed through a recent interview with Michael Francis and celebrity bodyguard Big Homie C, who is an A-list bodyguard and was supposedly employed at the time by Sean Combs, that Jennifer Lopez is on these tapes.
Yeah, they came to Ben Affleck and they said, your wife's on these tapes.
This celebrity bodyguard reveals very dark truths about that, and that actually Ben Affleck was approached about these tapes.
Hip hop culture is the biggest culture in the world.
Now, this recent interview was published on YouTube. Michael Franzese is the host, and he is going through a bunch of A-list celebrities with the bodyguard, and J-Lo is named as it. Now, it's unfortunate. This could have also, maybe the speculation leads to the reason that Bennifer 2.0 started their demise. They might have already, been going down that path, but this certainly seals the deal and doesn't make for great news. Supposedly, the security team went to Ben Affleck and confirmed, hey, your wife is on these tapes. Now, what is actually on these tapes? It's not that shocking that she would be on tapes. However, who knows if she actually knows that she's on these tapes? And the issue here is that Big Homie C is saying that Sean Diddy Combs, who, collects these tapes, it's not even as evidence. It's more like a souvenir. He's treating these tapes of these A-list celebrities as more of memoirs or, mementos or video keepsakes of an experience that he had, not necessarily to be used as, blackmail, as people might think, or to be used or thought that in any case it would ever be found, because he apparently had a library of a bunch of tapes of a bunch of different people. He believes that this is just common practice, that the elite, those with money, those who are, bored of, little things, they can afford almost anything. They have private jets, they have private yachts, they have, chefs, they have servants. They've got everything under their exposure. So what else is there left to do except to create, memories and video memoirs of the insane things that you did? So for years, the entertainment mogul, Puffy, he has so many different names. He's the mastermind behind, a lot of the biggest names in music. But what Big Homie C reveals about Diddy's private world is far from glamorous. In fact, it almost has this really dark, kind of twisted, story behind it. In fact, most of the stories surrounding P. Diddy and everything that has been talked about really isn't, rainbows and unicorns. It's far darker than that. So when you think Hollywood parties, you might think extravagant, but in this case, it seems really dark and really twisted. Now, he had said he recounts on the time of it, at the time while he was on the job, the names of A-list stars such as Jennifer Lopez come into connection to Diddy's parties. Of course, they were dating even for a long time during these infamous white parties. You're seeing all those photos coming up.
Controversy surrounding Puffy and J-Lo. A couple of resurfaced photos from Puffy's.
So much of my past.
But one of the most unsettling aspects of the interview with Michael was the mention of his alleged secret tapes and their potential to expose more than anyone cares to see or more than anyone cares to anticipate. He quoted, "One thing for certain that I can say and confirm to actually be facts, because I know this gentleman's part of his security team, that they came to Ben Affleck and they said, your wife's on these tapes. So that's something I can confirm to be facts." The other thing he quoted after being asked to elaborate, because whenever I meet people like Coombs, like they like to keep trophies. They like to keep memorabilia from these escapades. And, this is something that's a lot more common than people think amongst elite parts of society. Is it shocking, or is it something that is normal in this kind of high-profile circle? It's also alleged that Leonardo DiCaprio has played a role in these parties. We are seeing a lot of headlines and news about that as well. Leonardo DiCaprio seems to be dragged into all of this chaos as well. And the revelations come courtesy of big homie Cece in Really Life Productions on YouTube. And the former celebrity bodyguard shares a jaw-dropping claim that DiCaprio may be featured in Diddy's alleged tapes. Yeah, but he'll buy that before it ever comes out, because they pass, and that's the thing. Like, they pass certain laws like the revenge. I won't repeat it. There's a lot of different, terminology in Hollywood that's probably not safe for work or for the viewing listeners here. This ain't about no OnlyFans models, bro. That's for situations like these. So like these probably sounds like a bit of an escalated situation, things that are not safe for work, right? The question remains, are these claims really based in reality? Is there anything criminal about having people on tape? If there is activity between consenting adults in a private scenario where no law is really being broken, people are doing what they do behind closed doors as adults, consensual, then, is that really breaking the law? However, I'm sure for A-list celebrities, or anybody for that matter, they don't want to have a Kim K situation. I mean, the rumor still is that the Kim K tapes were alleged, planned, and intentionally selected and distributed and given to the right people so that she could, escalate her fame, whatever that case is. But I doubt very much that Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lopez are expecting, nor do they want their private, intimate affairs be out in public, or for that matter, be admissible in some court scenario for the entire world to see. That being said, guys, it seems to be that there are tapes of J-Lo at Diddy parties in situations that she likely does not want the world to see. We are going to keep exploring the Diddy situation and what's happening in the real world. So stay tuned with us, and we'd love to hear your comments below.